Stats and analysis Thursday, January 30th, guys. Mississippi State let us down at the very last second yesterday. Hubbard, what a game. What a game, but ultimately we did lose that game, missed layup at the very end, guys. 0-1 yesterday, guys, and 5-3 over the last 8 plays. And today we bounced back. Today we have an NBA play, and I have the ticket ready for you guys in this video. How these shows work is the following way if you're new, guys. I talk about 2 to 3 games that I'm analyzing for the day, sometimes just one. And if the ticket's ready, if I place my bet, I'll let you guys know and I'll show you my ticket like I will today. Now, if it's not, like yesterday, I'll post it on my social medias, Telegram, Twitter, and Instagram, guys, due to the fact that I might need to do a little bit more due diligence or factoring in some injuries that are pending, guys. Now, for today, guys, I got a big NBA play lined up. The ticket is ready. And before I start, guys, if you guys are learning, growing, expanding, I'll ask for you to share the show. And in return, today I have a big winner for you guys. Now, let's get to it. Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter, more compact, straight to the point, and I'm going to get right to it, guys. You got Houston Rockets versus Memphis Grizzlies. This is the first game that stood out to me today. The line opened up at -2.5, -3.5, depending on the book, right? Each book opens the lines a little bit differently, and they fluctuate differently depending on the money that's coming in on that book. Right now, money and support right now, sharp action is going to Memphis. 46% of the bets, 89% of the handle on the spread. On the money line, 45% of the bets, 50% of the handle, guys. Houston Rockets, you got to factor in the fact that they've beaten them twice this season already. Not only this season, this year on January 9th and another date in January, Houston beat Memphis, right? So something to factor in if you're looking at this game. Now, nonetheless, -5 seems like quite a push of a line considering Houston has been dominating, right? So let's get right to it, guys. First and foremost, guys, we got to factor in situational spots. Houston, 4th game on the road, guys. Also 4th game in 6 days. 4th game in 6 days and traveling. That typically fatigues teams, and it's an edge for the team that's better rested. Memphis, on the flip side, traveled to New York January 27th, not the 28th, like Houston. So they have a day of rest at home and a little bit more rested than the Houston Rockets, guys. Now, like I mentioned before, Houston Rockets has taken down the Memphis Grizzlies twice this year, guys, in January. And as a matter of fact, a very similar spot like today's game happened January 9th, guys. Houston Rockets 119 to 115 won. The line was very similar, 2.5. And as a matter of fact, when you look into this game as well, they had a majority of their players, guys. The Houston Rockets had a majority of the players. Jabari Smith was still out. So again, very similar situation like today. Now, here is what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing and what I believe is going to happen. And I'm jumping the line because of this, guys. Sengun was already kind of hurt last game out, and they played him. Now today, he is pending with a calf injury. Adams did not play last game, a key defensive rebound piece for this team that comes off the bench, and offensive rebounding, guys. Sengun, if he plays, he's not going to play full 100%, guys. And as a matter of fact, I have a belief that he's going to be limited today, if not benched today, because there's just no need to force the guy. He's one of your best players, if not your best player, guys. He's already hurting, and you guys are playing multiple games on the road. You're not going to force more of his injury to play him in a game like this one, right? Now, again, this is all speculation. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. Now, if Sengun plays, I still love the Memphis Grizzlies, guys. I love them in the spots. Why? Due to the fact that Houston Rockets 4 games on the road. We'll cover the stats here in just 1 second. But this is a revenge game, guys. This is a huge revenge game, guys. Houston has beaten Memphis twice this season, and it's really hard to beat 2 teams in a row, especially 3 times in a row. Now, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats, and I'm going to give you guys exactly the edge I'm seeing in this game, and I'm going to get right to it, guys, and it's pace. Memphis has one of the fastest paces in the league, ranking 2nd versus Houston Rockets that's sitting at 21st at pace per play. Now, why do I like this? Because when you're tired, guys, if Memphis starts playing fast, starts scoring the ball, it's going to be real hard for Houston to keep up, especially with their current pace of play, and along with that with fatigued legs, and especially if one of Adams and Sengun doesn't play, because it's going to affect the defensive rebounding, which they lead against Memphis Grizzlies. Not by much, but they do lead them right now, right? Now, Memphis does edge out in the key factors 6-4, as you guys can see in the AI analyzer right here. Memphis primarily leads in the offensive stats, guys. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, and the offensive rating side of things. Turnover side of things, Houston is leading, guys, but remember, they're fatigued. They've been traveling. And along with that, they're a little hurt with key players that are going to affect the rebounding stats, which matters a lot. As a matter of fact, touching yesterday's game, the reason Alabama won was due to the fact of all the offensive rebounding. So many second chance points. If they would have limited one of those, they probably would have won, right? So rebounding is key, especially in college basketball, and that happened yesterday, right? So I love the Memphis Grizzlies in the spot, guys. This is my play for today. Houston Rockets, 4th game on the road, guys. Potentially without Sengun. If Sengun plays, he's going to be a little bit hurt. Along with that too, guys, Memphis Grizzlies at home, pace per play, they play really fast. They're better rested. This is a game that could end up being a 10-plus point victory for the Memphis Grizzlies. At 5, I like it. I'm biting it. If Sengun does not end up playing, this line is going to push up, guys. If he does end up playing, this line is probably going to end up going to the 3.5, 4 mark, and I'm comfortable biting the juice at 5 right now, guys. So here's my ticket, Memphis Grizzlies -5 for today, guys. Lock it in. Share it with your buddies, guys. Let's continue with NBA and winning. Tomorrow I have another big winner. Let's crush the weekend. 4-0 weekend lined up starting today. And with that said, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.